Here's how to automate scheduling your YouTube videos. Instead of manually selecting a time in YouTube Studio, we're going to use an n8n workflow that automatically works out the next available slot in your posting schedule. I'll first explain how this works at a high level, and then we'll walk through step by step how to copy this into your account. So this is the workflow that I use to automate my uploads to YouTube from Google Drive, and the scheduler is part of this. So I created a separate video walking through how I built this and why I made certain decisions, but at a high level, all we're doing is we're monitoring a Google Drive folder. When I drop a video file in there, we're going to Airtable, getting information about that video like the title, the tags, the description, and then we're uploading that video to YouTube using a tool called Upload Post. The reason we're not using YouTube directly is if we do that, we'd run into lots of timeout issues. Again, I covered that in a bit more detail in that video. But the downside is that Upload Post don't allow us to send the date to schedule that video. I also don't like the idea of doing that because I don't want to have too much going on before the upload node. It's kind of just adding more reasons for this workflow to fail. So what we're doing is we're uploading the video, then we're doing the scheduling. That brings us on to this part of the workflow. I've played around with a lot of different approaches for how to schedule videos, and this is the approach I've landed on as being my favorite. And the reason I like it is because we're getting information about the YouTube schedule directly from YouTube. We're going directly to the source of truth, rather than hoping that our date formulas are going to be passed correctly to YouTube and not schedule a video for 2 years from now. So this has been pretty robust for me. I'll quickly explain how this is working. After we've uploaded a video, we're going to wait for a minute, and then we go to our YouTube account, we get last 10 videos uploaded to the account. We're then gonna get their publish dates so we can see for videos that are scheduled in the future, when are they scheduled for. We're then filtering so it only gives us videos that are scheduled in the future. We then get their publish dates and we work out the next available slot based on our publishing schedule where there's no video scheduled. So in my case, I publish every Wednesday at 11:45. I'll explain why I've chosen that in a moment, but we get the next available Wednesday and we turn that into the format that YouTube expects. We then go and update our video's publish date to that date. So let me show you that with some data and then I'll walk through how to copy this into your account. So if we go to our first node, you can see we're getting the last 10 videos from my account. We know it's the last 10 because we're ordering it by the date. So this node only returns the videos. It doesn't return the date that they're scheduled for. So that's why we have to add this second step, which is taking each video. So it's taking the ID of the video here, and we're getting more information about the status of that video. So you can see it's returning here, the upload status, privacy status, and importantly, the publish at field. This is the bit of information that is telling us when that video is scheduled. So this is really critical for this workflow. So the next step is the filter. So we're doing two things here. We're first making sure that the only videos that go through are ones set to private. So these are ones scheduled in the future. And we're also making sure that they actually have publish at date scheduled. So essentially these are just videos scheduled in the future. We can see the date today is 11th of November. And this video is scheduled for the 19th, and this one is scheduled for tomorrow. Now we're setting the publish dates. So next we're running a code node to work out the next available Wednesday. You don't need to understand this. The only thing worth knowing is that if you want to change the date, you can change that here. So where I'm using day of the week 3 being Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you want to change it to every Thursday, you just change that to a 4 like that. I'm also scheduling for 11:45 because if I go to my YouTube analytics and go down here, you can see generally like earlier in the day around 11:45. To be honest, almost any weekday would be fine, but you want to kind of schedule your videos ideally when they start to go dark purple so you get the whole of that period when your videos first go live. So I've chosen 11:45 on a Wednesday. You can change that, you can just change these numbers here and that's going to update that for you. Now, if you want different logic, for example, posting every Monday, Wednesday and Friday or different times of day, you can just ask the AI here to write you some code based on that logic. And it's going to do a pretty good job. If that doesn't work, I would go to Claude, explain what your posting schedule is, make sure you give it this input, and generally it should do a pretty good job of giving you the code to pop in here. Now, all you want as the output of this node is the next date in your posting schedule where there is no video currently scheduled. So you can see here, for me, based on posting every Wednesday, it's the 26th of November. Now, we need to format that in the way that YouTube expects. So we're taking that day, we're using a date and time node in n8n. So we're using a custom format, which you can see here. This is the format that YouTube expects. And then lastly, we just need to update the video. We're using the update video node. We're passing in the video ID from this node and we're setting the publish date. And then all you do is you drag that date over like that. to set the scheduled date. So finally, I'll explain how to copy this into your account. And you don't need to rebuild this whole workflow. I've created a file for you that gets you 80% of the way there, and I'll walk you through the last 20%. Now, if you don't already have an n8n account, you can create one at this link. That's gonna take you to n8n's website. And all you need to do is click get started. I believe there's a free trial. I don't think you need to enter a card, but it is gonna cost about $30 a month after that. So once you're in, you'll end up on a page something like this. We want to click create workflow, and up here in the top right hand corner, there are 3 dots. You can click import from file, and if you get the file that I've included in the description below, you should be able to just click that, and it's going to import that workflow for you. The next thing that we need to do is authenticate our YouTube account so we can pull down a list of all our videos. So if we go here, we need to click create new credential, and you can see that we need a client ID and client secret. Now, what I'd probably recommend doing is clicking the Ask Assistant and getting the step-by-step instructions on how to do this. This is kind of generally the easiest way in n8n to know what to do. But in order to get these, you need to go to this page. I'll link this in the description or in a card or something, and click Enable, then click Manage. Then I believe we need to click OAuth consent screen, and I think it's clients. Then you will need to create a client, click Web App, give it a name, and your authorized redirect URI is going to be this one, the OAuth redirect URI. So we pop that in there like that, hit create, then that's going to give you your client ID, so you copy that, bung that in there, and your client secret is going to be this one, which you just stick in here. You hit save. So one more step is you just need to click sign in with Google and authenticate your YouTube account. So click the email that you used to log into YouTube, select your YouTube channel, and that should authenticate. Cool. That's just gonna give it permissions, and then we're all connected. So that can now pull all the videos from my account. So 2 minor things to check before you push this live. Firstly, remember to go into that code node and update the day of the week and the time that it's published at to match your publishing schedule. And lastly, in this scheduled video node, we just need to update the region code and the category to match your channel. I've got mine set to UK and education. You'll obviously need to set that to what's relevant for you. I'm also sending the privacy status just to kind of triple check that it's being set to private and not accidentally publishing it. You may also need to send the title, which you should be able to get from this node here. You should just be able to drag that over like that. So that's how you automate scheduling your YouTube videos. If you want to automate your whole upload process like this, so that when you drop a file into Google Drive, it automatically uploads it, you can check out that video here.